This is ABC Fora.
But the one development that is worth pausing to consider is the advance of technology into the field of judgment. Many professional sports now rely on technology such as video replays, hoaxes and hotspots to complement a human umpire making an instant decision. At first, this technology was only for the use of spectators, but human umpiring decisions were found unacceptably often to be all too human, that is, wrong. Why unacceptably? There's said to be too much at stake in sport these days, even if this ignores the fact that careers, livelihoods and national prestige have always been high in sport. What's different now is that we have the technology. Thus, we let a moral argument be decided by a technological advancement. The next steps after using technology for commentary were to aid and then overrule the human judge. So now we have technology to guarantee a higher aim, to be correct at any cost. But the cost wasn't hard to foresee. The destruction of the last vestiges of honour among participants. There is no longer any meaningful human relationship beyond basic politeness between player and umpire. The player need not trust the umpire and submit to his fallibility. Instead, the decision will go upstairs to the technology-assisted third umpire or video referee. The umpire need not trust the player because the player has abdicated his moral responsibility. Players have no need to trust each other's word. There is no remaining space in the sport for two people to come together and say, "Do you trust me? I trust you." They will simply stand side by side, look at the video screen and let the technology sort it out. The ultimate question is not, have I done the right thing, or can we trust each other, but simply, what will the technology reveal to us? Now let's extend that scenario into the real world. What if there were a third umpire that could deliver the truth about our disputes or mediate our most important relationships? What if the Catholic confession could be in the form of, "Father, forgive me, I have sinned." Well, my child, let's go to the videotape on that one. What if in George Washington's father asking him if he stole the apple from the apple tree, instead of George facing the ultimate dilemma of self-interest, is it better for me to lie or to confess? Instead, his father could refer to the video evidence. But this, of course, already happens. I know a defence lawyer who was astonished to discover in court proceedings just how many of the footpaths and alleyways of Sydney are covered by some form of security camera. A chase through the inner city can be viewed almost in its entirety by footage from one security camera being linked with the next, a third umpire indeed. The polygraph or lie detector has been around for a long time to answer the ultimate question, is this person telling the truth? If lie detector evidence is not used in most courts, this is not because there's something questionable in substituting a machine for a human conscience. It's because the machine isn't yet accurate enough. When a fail-safe lie detector becomes available, be sure we will use it. Our criminal courts increasingly use DNA evidence as the golden key to unlock the question of identity. Employers and schools have drug testing to substitute for a relationship of trust. Parents have credit cards and mobile phone records to show exactly where their children were at certain moments. Indeed, cameras, cards and calls let us all play judge on Marcus Einfeld's postprandial peccadilloes. The ethical question guiding our actions then becomes more analogous to the sportsman's in the age of the video referee. I don't have to think about what's the right thing to do. I only have to think about what I might have got away with, whether the technology has caught me. It's a curious twist on the question of whether a tree has actually fallen in the forest if nobody saw it. Now it's, if nobody saw what I did, maybe I didn't do it. This is what I mean by an excess of our greatest strength becoming possibly our greatest weakness. Technology can bring us closer to objective truth, but the better the technology, the less need we have for conscience. Honour, or doing right for its own sake, can conceivably be socialised out of us. Where all questions can be resolved by technology, there seems little point in learning the George Washington story at all.
This is ABC Fora.